Since the ceasefire between Israel and Hamas, hundreds of thousands of Palestinians in Gaza have been trying to return to what is left of their homes. But the rush to get back and rebuild can be fatal. Rubble blocks many roads, and unexploded Israeli bombs can go off at the slightest touch.
We should work on the assumption that there's the potential for every building, every pile of rubble, and pretty much any patch of land in Gaza to contain unexploded ordnance.
And there are other obstacles stopping people from finding their loved ones.
I'm from a place in east of Jabalia. It's now behind the yellow line. I cannot return back there.
Israeli troops have withdrawn from population centres, but only as far as a so-called yellow line.
My brother is still under the rubble since November 2023 with his wife and his daughter, the only daughter that he had. Also, I lost my father.
Speaking with journalist Gaza Strip is heartbreaking, but it's rare to be able to talk to someone in Gaza where power and the internet are usually down. Israel still refuses to give international journalists full access to the Strip, preventing us from properly documenting the war and now its consequences.
People, they are not aware about the unexploded devices in other, in some neighborhoods or some regions. It's very dangerous. It needs international organization to look for these ordnance and to explode it, because we don't have like the tools, we don't have anything, the equipment to do that in Gaza.
Hundreds have been killed by unexploded munitions. That's why the United Nations Mine Action Service has been active in Gaza throughout the war, locating ordnance, securing areas for aid workers and educating people. But they can't do it alone.
It is the density of the contamination and the density of the population that's a real challenge. We deal with all of these bombs with a population that is present and close to the site. So that's going to be the real challenge.
Halo says some munitions may not be found for decades.
Some of the aircraft bombs will be buried 4, 5, 6 meters underground.
How do you get to those? How do you locate them in the first place and get them out?
So we won't necessarily get to all of them, but there'll be entry holes. We'll see where they've gone through buildings, where they've gone through floors, and then we have to dig shafts to get down to them safely, and then we can dispose of them from there.
Under the ceasefire, Israel will gradually let in more bomb disposal squads, including teams from the NGO Halo, who hope to make the return home for Gazans safer.